Welcome back everybody to another episode of Banished with me, Vapor, and I thought I would just do a little bit in kind of time lapse to kind of give you an idea of what I want this area to look like. And I'm just going to quickly have a look at these traders. I don't know why. I guess that's autopilot because I can't actually trade for anything. So I'm not, well, that's probably something we'll deal with in this episode to some degree. Is it me or it's the shadow? Yeah, so basically I've boxed it all off and they're building things in. As you saw towards the end there, I started to put some of the new bushes in. I'm not too sure about the layout of them yet, and I might even make these gardens in the corners just connect together. The reason I've left little gaps is because I still need to kind of figure out where the pathways are coming, and I don't think they can walk through these. Oh, they can, unless I change it so they can't. So you can make them impassable, which I will probably do because I hate it when people just walk straight across things. It's so frustrating. Which, to a degree, this wall should be impassable, so they shouldn't walk through it. They will occasionally. They will glitch. It does happen. We're short of stone. Well, that's not surprising, is it really? The way I've been going at it, because everything around here is stone. And the other reason I've put this grassy road down, apart from the fact it'll probably look better, as you can see, it just distinguishes it a little bit, but it also stops things like trees growing. So if I want any trees, I can just place them wherever I wish, which I will do because it does need some trees around it. And have I missed a piece of wall there? No. I placed a trellis kind of over here. And I can't remember what I put and I can't see it. But once it's built, I'm going to put some stools in, some nice trees behind it. I'm thinking kind of like a wedding area because I noticed, I'm not quite sure if it, here it is. I've got these tables. And here comes the the El Nino, as John said, because it always seems to rain. I think it's because I'm on more of a Mediterranean style map, but could be wrong. But yeah, we have these tables, so we could have like a little banquet area here as well. And I'm just thinking, they use this to keep themselves happy. More for the fact I guess they can mourn and have some faith, but I like to think there's something positive going on. Some people would disagree that marriage is a positive, but I'm not married yet, so I can't really comment, but I'm sure it's a lovely thing. On that note, I'm going to quickly move on. Let's have a quick look over here. Okay, so we've got our buildings now. Now, John, I think, said that if you don't connect these buildings to this kind of white area, they can't access it, but I think it's just where they're slightly dropping off. So he does have a point, and I don't really want my people just kind of doing that. It doesn't look right. So, but that's a good little tip there, really, to be honest. And I never even noticed it until he pointed it out. So, for those of you that are doing this, you can kind of see it's slightly different colour. I mean, you know, I've kind of put the pathway all across anyway. I think it just looks better. But if you're just going to put one kind of road, then yeah. Not that it stops them getting to the building, but yeah, not too bad. Anyway, how are we doing over here? This is, yeah, some of this is built up now. To be honest, I need to start working on things like whaling and things like that just to get the oils and things that I need. But first things first, what on earth is all that? We've got tons of lumber. Okay, you can go back to firewood. Damn, that's a lot. Well, these merchants would be great, but okay, I don't need that. Of course, I'd tell you something. They seem to come a lot quicker. Girls! Now, why haven't they got any lumber? Right. Have I selected the wrong thing? Is that lumber? It is. So why do we not have any lumber in here? Because we have nobody working the building. Oh my goodness. Right, do you know what, I'm gonna put two people in here. Once I figure out which ones have more than two. Right, okay. That can have two as well. I'm quite happy for that. That's 5. Because we've got another one over here. Let me double check what I've done with that one. Yep. That's why we're not getting anywhere. Okay. Now, Oh, I've lost the boat because I closed the window. You muppets. Well, that's probably, hopefully, the last blunder I make this year. But who knows? Okay, firewood, lumber. Right, that should start to kind of help things along. Well, I'll leave that and see how it gets. And at some point, I would like to build this old castle. Now, in the previous series, I made a fort. Now, if I'd have had this, it would have been so much better. So I will be using that. Okay, is there any... What was that thing? Aha. Now I'm gonna... Oh, I can't trade because I haven't put anything in here. I was just thinking of that whaling boat, the... Is it like fishing? I forget what it's called. I'll find it in a second. Let's put in here some lumber. Let's put 1,000 because I know we got so much of it. I don't even know why I'm clicking away like that. Let's type. Okay, let's do that. And I think... I don't know how many we need. How much is 10? Holy moly, it's not cheap. Pewter. Nothing else we really need there. Okay, we'll leave that there for a sec. Maybe, let's be generous, let's put another person in there. Okay, they're busy down here. Let's have a look how this is going on. See, that one doesn't look out of place. I kind of like that. I might connect that pathway up and I might bring these further along. But I was thinking, not that I can put them at the moment. Where are they gone? Yeah, we have lamp. Now, I like this one. But I'm thinking of maybe putting something like that in here. See, that one, I don't know. It just seems a bit too formal. And I do like that one, but yeah. I'm thinking of putting one of those there and one here. And just connecting those paths up. That's why I've left some of the gaps here and there. See, I'm not too sure about the placement of that bush there, but again, I've got to think about the pathways and things like that. So yeah, anyway, that's coming along nicely. I think I've given too much to do in all fairness. And I might even put some more graveyards down this side because they will fill up awfully quick. And I'm just gassing and gassing and gassing in this episode. I'm not doing much of anything, so... Right, have we solved that problem? Where is it? Yes. So we got almost 1,000 of that. Actually, this one's going to be for seeds and things. So let's... I know we've not got it, but let's put 5,000 in there. Let's switch that back to making... stored logs. Okay. Wow. Oh, goodness. Put that back. Industry supplier, they've got some, okay. So let's have a... You're overpaying, well yeah, that would make sense. Let's do that. Let's take those. Oh my god. Non-stop action. Ah, beef cows and bison. I guess that's to distinguish between the dairy cows. 1,000 apiece. Okay, so let's 200 of that, 950, 30. Because I need at least 4, don't I? I'm not quite got enough. Actually, we need. I'd rather have 5. I'd feel a bit safer. Okay, let's pin that there. We've got a standard pasture set. Now, I think... I don't really know where I'm going to put my farmland yet. I've not really decided on that. So let's just put a pasture in anyway. Is that what the beef cow is for? No, milk pen. See, this needs domesticated animals, and I'll have to have a look at that. I'm not quite sure of the ins and outs of how that works, but... yeah. I'll figure it out. So I'm going to make this slightly bigger so I can split it at some point. In fact, we'll make it really big. Right, we need to prioritise that because it won't get done. Should probably take both, shouldn't I? Sod it. Let's go for both. Just because we can. Well, I hope we can. Let's just do another whacking big one here. I know it don't look pretty, but you know, I will fix that. I will think. 5,300 firewood. What am I doing? Lumber. Let's change that to... I thought I just changed this. Maybe I did that building. Change charcoal to 5,000. You imbecile. Right. Let's stay pinned. What have we got? Oh, we got food. This one's going to need some lumber as well. I'm going to keep those guys busy. Let's just put 2,000 for now. I know we've not got anywhere near that. Right, so 500. That's 2,000. Okay. What have we got? Let's take 1,000 of that. 1,000. I'm sorry, I don't want an episode kind of centered around this, but oh, no, I traded for the other one. Right, where were we? Ships. I'm gonna need a ropery as well. This is at the wharf and ship. Is that what I traded for? I think it was. Okay, now. Idealistically, I wanted that down here somewhere. I've not decided where my key walls are going. Do I give this a temporary home? I think I might do, because I can move it later on. Maybe just kind of down here somewhere. Somewhere like that. The reason I want it, apart from the fact it provides food, it provides me, I'm pretty sure, if I remember rightly, with the, I think it's blubber, which we can use to make oil, which will then in turn help me make my lamps, which, that's quite important, I think, from my perspective anyway. Lumber, 200, 1,000, 96, how much have we got there? Okay, we're getting closer. Right, I'm not going to get distracted by that. I'll leave that there. That should fix itself. This is coming along nicely. We're getting quite a few full buildings. So what we need to do is, we've got our mines going over here now. What do we need to make these bigger? Is it candles? Right, so what I think we should do, I think we are making candles, aren't we? From tallow? Did I put one in? Yes. Okay, not making huge amounts. So how many do we need to make that deeper? Quite a lot. Well, let's get some apiaries in. Apiary. Right. Let's think about this logically. I like the idea of these being somewhere in a town. I don't know, it just... I don't know why. This feels right to me, so I'm thinking I'm going to put them... Set this back a little bit. I'm going to put two right next to each other. We do need to put a tavern in here as well, which is another reason I want them nearby, because we can make some mead from the honey. So we've got them two there. Oh, is that what I wanted? Did I buy something else? I have this stinky feeling I bought something else. Oh no, I bought the right thing. Where's our gatherers actually? Because I know I built some more. I'm not sure. Gather. Aha. That's going to help the food situation. Kind of, anyway. Once I put houses nearby. Oh, the health has dropped. See, we're not getting any herbs. We've got 2 herbalists. A herb limit of 100. Well, that's no good, is it? Increase that. Are you sure, John? Are you sure that this doesn't need to be in the middle of a forest somewhere? Eee, dearie me. I need to get the herb from a farmer and make a field of them. That will seriously help. Let's do some gathering. See if that helps. I bet the area around here is picked dry. Oh no, why are they not collecting them? This is, oh man, I'm gonna get too close to that. Right, hopefully that helps. See, take your eye off something for a second. Okay, right, where are we at for people? Let's have a quick look at things. just so I can see what's going on. Wow, we're using way more food than we're producing, but hopefully with those extra gatherers that's going to increase. Cloves is lagging behind a little bit. So is tools, but still, yeah, we've still got quite a few. Citizens 149, that's not too bad. Let's have a look over here. Now what we need to look for is some fancy homewares. We will build our own eventually. Right, I'm going to give you a little bit of an insight into what I'm going to do here. I'm going to bring this round into a square. We've got a school in here. I'm going to put a hospital in as well, but I'm thinking if... Is that the fountain? I think... Oh no, they're planters. I thought there was a fountain. Nah. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing like a little town square, because if you look, that just fits right. So if I put it, say, I don't know, let's say there for argument's sake, we'll do a little road round it. We'll have a hospital, say, on this side as well, and we'll build right around, and we'll do some things inside here. Not quite sure of the layout, but kind of a bit like a little town area. Just I can't quite describe what I'm thinking, but there's another plan there. I'm full of plans at the moment. I need to write them down before I forget them. Right, they're coming along nicely. Can we buy these cows yet? Yeah, these cows I'm trying to buy. No, I'm trying to buy bison. Okay. Oh, we're paying by 64 units. How much have we actually got? That's 851. Right, we need 3 cows. So, let's leave that. Apart from the fact they provide meat, and we're going to need food, they're going to give us leather as well, which will help the clothes, because if we're ever running out of things, at least until I can do some of the other bits. Why is that taking so long? Okay. I think I've given them a mammoth task of things they've got to do. There's just so many things now, like to build, and I'm really having to think about what I've got to do. Potter. It was this build, isn't it? We need cloth. Do need a hardwood forest. Do you know what? That might be a good idea. Because what is it? The fancy. Where is it? Fancy homewares. Okay, so that needs fancy furniture and silverware or pewterware. Silver, so 1 silver ore, 1 furnace fuel. Okay, pewter, tin ore, copper ore. Yeah, we've got a lot to do. We've got a lot of things to do. Just to get these. It's almost easier in a sense, I think, just to trade for them, but I'd like to have the industry set up to do them. Just to get it right. And do you know what? It does rain an awful lot. I'll give you that, John. Alright. How are we doing? Actually, do you know what I think I might do is let's drop this down. Let's get the bison in. Extra 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. That's 4. Yep. Wow, look at that. I just did maths live. What's it we got there? Bison. 1, 2. And there, we'll leave that up there so we can get the rest of the things that we want. Do you know what? I think I'm at a stage where I'm going to leave the episode right there, because we've got a few things that need to catch up. Like this. I've left them to do that, and I've missed a piece of wall there by the looks of it. Oh no, they've just decided not to build it. That's fine. I'm sure they'll get round to it. Yeah, so I want them to catch up, and then we can do another episode. But that just leaves me to say something slightly different, and that is a very merry happy Christmas, or season's greetings, depending on where you are in the world. I hope you all have a safe and lovely time. But until next time, as always, take care.